so welcome now, the carefree sounds of girls at play at school, busting out of these last difficult months in Kabul. At recess, shrugging off exam preps. Enjoying the sisterhood of students, a basic right, now deeply threatened in Afghanistan. Malala School has educated girls in the Afghan capital for decades, grades 1 through 12. But this year, the most senior class is grade 6. When school restarted 3 weeks ago, any girl older than these students was told, stay home. 1,000 girls from this school had no choice. The new Taliban government has banned secondary education until further notice for girls grade 7 and up. And that could be Rana's fate. Next year, we want to continue our studies. Do you and your girlfriends talk about what's happening now that school is suspended beyond grade 6? I got more sad when I heard the upper classes can't come to school. I don't know if this is our last year, if next year we can come or not. The Taliban says it's reforming the curriculum for Islamic studies and that in time girls will fill these halls again. But at Malala, 22 classes are eerily empty and 33 teachers are at home, out of work. The new principal was promoted after the last one fled in August during the evacuation. Do you trust that the government will allow older girls to go to school? Yes, we have a lot of hope the girls' school will be fully open, because half of the society belongs to our women. Now we see the Taliban, their vision has changed. But for many women, life is nothing like it was. 2 months into the new Taliban regime, they'd been dumped from jobs, barred from teaching, excluded from government, told to go home and wait. But for what? Before the Taliban even got here, beauty salons had blacked out images for fear of reprisals. And many are predicting a return to the dark days under the old Taliban, when women's ambitions were discarded in a heap. Kabul University, preparing young women and men for prominent jobs, is closed for now. The chancellor was replaced with a young Taliban follower.
This is from my teacher. Oh. He accepted me as a brilliant student.
Masuda, not her real name, is a first-year engineering student.
This is for science.
18 years old with a portfolio of good grades and leadership diplomas, grand ambitions, until 2 months ago.
I'm so sad, I'm so upset, I feel disappointed, and I have lots of goals that I think I won't reach them.
That must be terribly hard.
I can't be like a girl that should marry and born babies. I want to work, I want to study and do something for my country. They know that our education is our power, and if women don't have the permission to study, the next generation also will be illiterate.
Her mother, a teacher, is also home. Her classes cancelled. They're forced, like so many, to reconfigure their lives with little income while the new regime decides their fate. Masuda is determined.
But I don't stop. I will study. I will review my English. Whatever they do, I won't stop.
At first this fall, women tested their power, protesting against the Taliban, but met with harsh resistance, sometimes violence. A demonstration in front of the presidential palace was short-lived.
And I can raise my voice.
A young activist was there. She's a student of law and politics in her 4th year, and she paints images of women and peace and the freedom she fears is lost.
In lots of TV interviews, the high-ranking officials of Taliban told that it's not necessary that girls got educated. I'm an educated girl, and it's insulting and abusive thing for girls.
So at the beginning you had more hope?
Yeah, I hope. But now, when I see the reaction of the new government, I losing my hope day by day.
The Taliban is under pressure from inside and out. Women's rights are part of the negotiations to release international funds back into Afghanistan. Prominent activist Mahbouba Saraj is holding the Taliban to account.
The Taliban don't have much time to really sit down and think and dwell and rethink and rethink and rethink. There is no rethinking about this. Girls, they have to go to school, period. Because the world is going to make a decision whether to recognize the Taliban or not. And a whole lot of it depends on their action, whether they are going to let the girls go to school or not.
These little girls can't know they are pawns in a political fight to protect their basic rights, to learn at any age, hard won by the last generation of graduates at Malalai High School. But if the Taliban refuses to bend, 2 decades of progress could be snuffed out. Susan Ormiston, CBC News, Kabul.